This morning brought some really messy winter weather with it here in Milwaukee. There was a lot of freezing rain, which meant that the roads and the sidewalks in our neighborhood were covered with black ice. And to go out driving or walking meant putting yourself in a pretty precarious situation. I was leaving the rectory to make my arduous 23-step commute over to church when I saw a couple out walking their dog, or trying to brave the elements and walk their dog. What was interesting was the dog was smart. The dog wasn't on the sidewalk at all where there was all sorts of black ice. The dog was off on the snow where there was more traction. But the two humans, they were on the sidewalk. And what was remarkable, at least to me as I watched this, was where they found traction. Certainly not in the black ice of the sidewalk. Rather, they found traction in each other, and holding on to each other, and leaning on each other. And I just found myself taking that all in as some prayer, and thinking how alone they would have been slipping and sliding, but in their willingness to hold on to each other and lean on each other, they found enough traction to continue on their journeys. In the Episcopal Church this past Sunday, we read from the beginning of Mark's Gospel, which tells the story of the beginning of Jesus' public ministry. And one of the first things Jesus did after his baptism, when he began to step into his public ministry, was surround himself with lives to lean on and hands to hold, in a sense. He called people to walk alongside him, Simon and Andrew, James and John, other lives that could help him be about the work of fishing for people. And there's a powerful example for that, in that, for you and for me, to pause and pray about today. Because it's not just the black ice of winter that leads us to struggle to find traction in life. There are so many ways in which we find ourselves slipping and sliding on the sidewalks of our lives from time to time. But today we're invited to pause and pray and reflect on those gifts that have reached out to us, those hands and lives that have reached out to us when we were slipping, and inviting us to hold on to and lean onto so that we could find some traction in our lives. And maybe in pausing and praying in that kind of a manner, we just might find ourselves stirred to want to reach out to somebody else who might be slipping in their lives right now, and ultimately become the same gift that is offered to us over and over again, that comes from the love that keeps reaching out to us again and again, inviting us to take hold of and lean on, all so that we can continue to find more traction and journey deeper into life. God's peace and blessings to you all.